Come along with me for garden therapy. That's how I really feel right now. Okay, if you are a mom, you work a full-time job, you're busy, please drop in the comment. I just want to know, make sure, am I alone? Am I the only one that's going through this? I know I'm not. I know I cannot be the only mom that is busy, working full-time, that is planting a garden. But this is my therapy. This is it. This is how I take care of myself. And I don't know if you're a mom, if you're a parent, you understand that the work and the responsibilities that we have is very heavy. It is very hard. And then when we work a full-time job, or we work a job, part-time, whatever it is, and then we have to come home and then take care of other responsibilities. It could be cooking, cleaning, growing a garden. That's what I do to really take care of myself. But just other responsibilities, you know, as long as you have kids, you're going to have responsibilities. So on this channel, I really want you to come along with me, because on this journey, this is how I was able to find the peace, the calmness, and the relaxation from life. From hard days at work and just hard days being a mom. It ain't easy. And it doesn't get easier. So anyways, if you are a parent, a mom, please join along with me so that we can do this together. Because today I will be planting cucumbers. Let's see. No, I'm not going to plant the cucumbers today. Actually, what I'm going to show you all is how to plant the sugar and basically like sugar snap peas. I'm going to plant all of those. And then I'm going to plant the other ones just on my own, probably maybe off camera. I'm just going to go ahead and spend that time by myself, really just myself in nature, just relaxing, because this is the way that I get my garden therapy. It's doing this. So let's go and get these planted. As a busy mom, growing sugar snap peas is one of my favorites. I enjoy it because it, first of all, has a really great production of the peas, and kids like it because it's sweet. You don't have to cook it, especially if you don't have time to even cook. You could just grab some sugar snap peas, you know, throw it with the meal that you have. Or come outside, tell your kids, you're hungry, you want something to eat, go outside and get some peas. They're sweet. There's your sweetness, okay, instead of candy. But the sugar snap peas are really good. A lot of times they don't even make it inside because I eat them. And that's another thing. A lot of times if I'm rushing to work and I'm in a hurry because I have to get myself ready, get my child ready, get my child off to school, a lot of times this is so funny, I'm actually running outside to grab whatever it is. So I've got my food, just picture this. I got my bag, I get my lunch, throw it together, and then I'm like, oh, I need to add some tomatoes, and it's usually like the cherry tomatoes, some peas, something that I can grab from the garden. So this is really something that's good to plant. It's really great, and also with us going into the fall, it is not sensitive to the frost, so growing it in the frost would be a good thing. With the cost of school supplies and how much everything is costing, even at the grocery store, starting your plants from seeds will save you a lot of money, and that's what I've done here. I started these peas with just from seed, and that is a way that you can save your money as well, because it's very expensive to buy food lunch, or if you're paying for lunch at the cafeteria, it is really expensive. And when you're able to start from seed yourself, that's just another way where you're learning autonomy, sustainability, growing your own foods, and really saving money, saving a lot of money in your pocket. And it tastes way much better. I'm going to add a slow releasing fertilizer. Just mix that around. Usually I have worm castings, but I ran out of that. don't you come cruise with me just a little bit through the garden, because I need to go and get some compost instead because I don't have worm castings. We are gonna walk over to the compost bins. See, mamas, this is what you can do. Save money instead of going to buy all those bags. You can grow your own compost, and that's what I do. So I don't have any worm castings, but let me tell you, the worms have pooped in here. So this is really great, and I'm gonna use that instead. The fall is a great time to start your compost. The reason why I have a lazy compost is because I don't have time to continually turn this. Take a look at that. That's my compost. I don't have time to turn it. And so I just let it just break down over time, and I turn it sometimes whenever that is that I actually have time to turn it. But I've been using this a lot in my garden, and if I run out, then at that point I may go and buy some more. Usually I buy bulk because I usually need a lot. But you do whatever you can do, because you got to do to make it work. Let me add some in here. And I mainly might top dress it. Some of these pieces, because it's a lazy compost, sometimes it's not fully broken down, but it's broken down enough. It will not burn my plants. This is pretty broken down pretty well, but I can top dress this. Plus it will help with the structure of the soil because there are some pieces, but look, it breaks very easily, so it is breaking down pretty well. Next, I like to add some water just to get that moisturize in there. Let that soak right in and mix it around. That way the roots get a good water feeding. And plant it in there, cover it up, just like that. Have a good top layer of mulch on here so that the soil does not dry out, and water it at the top once again. And this is exactly what I'm going to do for all these other ones. I'm actually going to put 3 in a row here. Actually, this one I could have planted further here, but I'm going to put this one here and the next one over here. I'm keeping it about, maybe that's like 8 inches apart from one another. I got to take these carrots that are out. I can kind of see some roots extending from that. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to mix that in. Add some of my own little composty type thing. And oh, look what I'm adding in. It is a 772, which means nitrogen. It's an NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Okay. Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Throw that in there. Mix it around. Let me get a little water. I'm going to do the same for this one. My mulch on top is a mixture of hemp mulch and really double cut wood chips. It's a really great mixture. I like it. All right, that's it. And I'm going to go ahead and plant the rest of them for you. So these are all prepped. Just going to go plop that in. This feels really good. This is why I enjoy it, for my self-care and my therapy. Because really my mental health, that's really what it is. It's because it's very relaxing. It's quiet out here. You know, sometimes even if it's noisy, I just can tune out all the noise in the neighborhood and around, because, you know, but I can tune out a lot of things. When I come to the garden, it's really my peaceful place for my self-care after a long day of work. And if you're like me, don't forget to date your tag and to tag it, because sometimes, okay, not sometimes, a lot of times, I will forget to even put a tag and forget, what did I plant? And then it will just start growing and then I'll figure it out. But there you go. That's it. Another very important thing that I want to show you is the shade cloth that I installed. Actually, it was yesterday, and I will go ahead and post a little short video on how I did this. One side of the garden enclosure is covered, so I still need to get another mesh to cover this side, but it's very, very crucial that you protect your winter. It's not my winter plants, even though the sugar snap peas can go right into the frost. I've seen it where people had to go right into the winter. But when you have cold crops and you're putting them out in August and you're still getting some crazy heat waves, you need to really make sure that it is protected. So put some kind of shade cloth over it, just so that it doesn't have any issues, it doesn't get burned, and it's so that it can be healthy and so that it can grow. Okay. I hope this video was helpful for you just as much as it was helpful for me. And when I mean helpful, I mean it was peaceful. It was relaxing. And I enjoyed doing this with you. And even the time, if you notice, I set aside time just for myself to be able to do some of those plantings without even recording. So I got my self-care. Make sure that you go out, take care of yourself, take care of your garden, take care of your family, and all the responsibilities that you have. And just remember to grow, eat, and self-care. Take care. Bye.